Good evening. Before I begin, I wanted to let you know that you have some goldenrod sheets on your paper that are an introduction to the City of Plantation. You'll notice that it is a Neighborhood Institute snapshot. That is how we began, and I want you to understand from our perspective that this has been certainly a wonderful opportunity for my city to come together and to figure out what it is we want to spend our time and talents and money doing. Sort of a footnote as we begin is to let you know that my situation is a little bit different than some of your situations in that I am actually a small city as set up by the Constitution for the Commonwealth of Kentucky. That means that we have elected officials, and we are very much like the other government entities in that we have a legislative branch, which encompasses our 6 council people, and then the mayor's job is executive branch, and that is how we balance what we do. We also set our own tax rates, so we collect our own taxes, and everything that we purchase must be public purpose spending. So we're doing a little bit what you're doing, but I'm doing it under the auspices of the Kentucky Revised Statutes. And we are elected. Council people have 2-year terms, and a mayor has 4-year term. And I am in my 5th year, so I am just beginning my 2nd term. So we've been doing this for a little while. But before I show you pictures, I just want to let you know we're in eastern Jefferson County. We're about 1 mile. City of Plantation is just about 1 mile west of Goose Creek. And one of the things that we're struggling with right now is the widening of Westport Road. And what happens when we have widened Westport Road? The City of Plantation was a prototype for what suburban neighborhoods was supposed to be, and it was built in the late 50s, early 60s. And it has just sort of stayed that way. Not a lot more has happened to it. We've had a huge revitalization out Westport Road at where Camelot used to be, now the Villages of Westport. We have all the growth going east of us, which is the Springhurst area, and the City of Plantation just continues to exist. And I'm not a status quo type person, so this is not good. So what we're doing is we're taking the responses from the surveys that you see on your neighborhood snapshot, and each year I ask the council people, I ask my residents, and I ask my businesses to come up with issues and initiatives. And everybody has a different way of looking at things and expressing it. So we take what they tell us and we try to fit it into a category, and most of them are going to fit into one of these categories. And that helps us decide how we spend our time and our money for the next 12 months as we work toward developing a budget and putting together some projects that we can accomplish. Let's go ahead and look at...
Double click that where the cursor is.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I thought that thing was...
We have a wonderful mix in that some people still think of Plantation as being part of Plantation Country Club, but we have some other parts of the City of Plantation that need some improvement.
It'll take 1 second. It's got to...
Okay, well, I had it set up as a movie.
Yeah, it's just loading the pictures, so it doesn't...
Okay.
Slow, I guess.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. One of the projects, we have 2 projects that we think is going to be very, very important to the City of Plantation. One is how to help the Archdiocese of Louisville decide what to do with the Mother of Good Counsel property, because that is going to be a huge impact. What we will be doing... Okay, well, I thought I had it set up as a movie, so we'll see what happens. Well, okay, I had done it a little differently. But anyway, you will see here, if I can get out of the way here somewhere, this is just Mother of Good Counsel property, so it wasn't part of the rest of my presentation. That's the entrance from Westport Road to Mother of Good Counsel property. This is a property that could very well go away from the city of Plantation and become a developer's dream. So we need to make sure that we're in line to protect the legacy of Mother of Good Counsel Church and Parish and School, as well as protect that property. This is the entrance into what used to be the Country Club, which is now Louisville Indoor Racquet Club.
Becky, do you know how many acres you're talking between those two things?
Almost 20.
Okay.
Mother of Good Counsel has 7 and the Racquet Club has 12. Okay. Now, this is from Westport Road. This is a strip mall. This is inside off Hermitage. This is the same property. You can see we have a little bit of a problem there. Another space, another commercial space that's available for lease, and that is the commercial space in our city. And that's probably... That's everything that all the pictures that I had taken. What we want to be able to do is to improve the economic viability of small businesses in our community, because that's going to benefit us in the long run by adding some standard business signage, improving the curb appeal of the city's commercial district by working with the business owners to clean up, fix up, and paint up. You saw the one area where there was some missing vinyl and there's some overgrown weeds and that kind of thing. Well, Mr. Schreck helped us out, and that has all been taken care of now. So in the last couple of weeks, that is at least presentable. Not great, but it is presentable. Okay. And we want to also, as the road widens, we want to be able to identify potential businesses that our residents would like to support in the city so that their quality of life is achieved. And each person, I think, each of the residents have to decide for themselves what is important to them as they develop their own quality of life. So what we're trying to do is improve the look, the curb appeal, and the functionality and the viability of the commercial businesses in that small enterprise zone. Questions? Comments? Yes?
Do you have any ideas what you personally would like to see done with that 20 acres of property?
Yes.
Well,
the only thing I can tell you right now is that what happens with that first 7 acres Mother of Good Counsel property is totally up to the Archdiocese. Charles Cash and his group and I have already started looking at how we do a corridor study to help figure out what it is we want to do, because Barber Lane may be coming through there, and that totally changes what happens. I would like for at least the 7 acres of property, what is now Mother of Good Counsel, to become a human services mall area. We don't have an 810 Barrett Avenue out east. So if you're serving people with low income needs, they have to go out to Exeter off Newburgh Road for LIHEAP. They have to go down to 810 Barrett Avenue. And we need to be able to bring that more locally. So I would like to see that as a human services mall. It would have some probably other possibilities. I think that the Racquet Club is underutilized, and I think they took away from the city of Plantation the high dive in the pool that everybody knew. They just turned it over and put up another bubble for more courts. So I think that what we would like to do with that is to use that as recreational facilities. We would like for that to be a pool again. Maybe some tennis courts, but I don't think we need 20 tennis courts. And I was an assistant pro there many years ago, so it's not that I don't like tennis. It's just that I don't like what she's done with it.
The pool's gone?
Pardon me?
The pool's gone?
Yes.
Really? That's a shame.
She just turned it over. Yeah, well, they didn't maintain it. If you don't maintain something, then it eventually doesn't have any reason. She said she was spending almost $3,000 in 3 months' time just in water.